Well, hello, modelers. How you doing? This is Alan, uh, RDA N Scale Channel, and the MKMR, Mid Kansas Model Railroad. Hey, we got some little bit of running we want to show you here, and got some new stuff to the layout that we want to reveal to you. We spent a little money, and it was for a good cause. We wanted to add a little bit more power to the layout, so we got a brand new NCE SP5 Smart Booster. We're still using the Power Cab controller. It is now being used as a Pro Cab. We still have our Power Cab plate over there for doing programming and things like that, and so that is not totally gone. So we still have the cord and everything like that, and like I say, we're looking to do some more updating to the layout, but right now we're going to leave that where it's currently at. Like I say, I'm using my Power Cab here to the controller part of it anyway, as a Pro Cab to run with the SP5, and so we're gonna do a little bit of switching. We're gonna use a turntable, and we hope you guys like what you see. So first off, we're gonna start up Southern Pacific 4355. We'll start him up. And a little bit ago, we was doing a little move, so we rolled the caboose and that of the freight train here onto the turntable, and so we're going to move that back, and then we're going to put 4355 behind 4391. And then we're going to start up 3221 and Montana Rail Link that's in the yard shop, and we're going to move them further past the shop, and do a couple other things here. I apologize. I had the camera Thought I had her up to where you guys could see the engine moving. I'm sorry. I'll spin the turntable around and back 4355. Back up a little bit here so you guys can see the engine backing off and the AR10 switching there. Okay. Start up Southern 3221. Shut off 4355. Okay. Make sure we got the headlights on. And we'll roll her onto the turntable. We're gonna roll her on out and catch the Illinois terminal caboose there. This is a sweet engine. Video might stop, but we'll continue here. Okay. Okay. Now let's back her up. Or wait a minute. Okay, since we're a little different with the SD40-2 Southern, a little different getting used to this engine because it's I want to call it long hood forward, I guess you call it, but the direction is a little different on this here compared to other SD40-2s. This is a sharp SD40-2. I love this engine. And before we go across the table, I'm going to park her right there. I'm going to fire up Montana Rail Link. You see Montana Rail Link right there. Put her in reverse, you can see the backup light. She's in the shop right now. Okay, let's roll her forward. Actually, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to change something. Okay, now we're going to roll her forward. Okay. Apply the brakes. Turn the light off. Go back to 3, 2, 2, 1. And we're going to cross the turntable. We're going to cross the turntable, go through the shop, and we're going to park this. This is what I like about having a extended buffer track. Of course, we're going to put some fuel islands out here. I'm going to put some fuel islands out here. And let's see what's going on here. Hang on. Well, with all railroad operations, you got to make sure a clean uh, with running DCC or DC and model railroading. You got to make sure a clean track, which this may be dirty. You got to make a dirty track a clean track, or one that may have something on it a little better, so that makes the engine happy. So we're gonna do that, and we'll see if this fixes our problem. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back to hopefully the action doesn't stop. Southern Engine 3221 is a little happier now. Track need to be cleaned. So we got a new product we want to show you. Check out that stuff right there. That is called Deoxit. This stuff is supposed to be very, very good at removing the bad stuff, which is oxidation, off your rails. Let's see. I put some on my rag, and that's what it got off. That right there. Got that off. And let's see if 3221 is a little happier now. And we'll pull her all the way up to Montana 4400. Oops. Part of the train is happy, the other part is unhooked. Now we're hooked. We had to improvise. Okay, there we go. Always something to monkey in the wrench. But that Deoxit is good stuff. Larry, the DCC guy, was talking about using it and the advantages of it. I done some YouTube surfing and found a lot on it. There's not only Deoxit D100. This is the concentrated. This is a concentrated version right here. It's 100% concentrate, non-flammable, non-hazardous. They do have this in a spray can form. Of course, as you know, anything in a spray can can be flammable and stuff like that. So you gotta be careful with that. But I think that would be good for like power rail joiners, the metal rail joiners. You know that we all hook our rails together. If they look like they're, you know, funky looking, crusty looking, or whatever, that I'm sure that D100 will knock them in the butt. So let's shut down the bell on 3221. And we'll lock its brakes down. Give me just a second here. Apologize here. We'll make sure that we got everything done here and lights off. And we'll power the engine off. Okay. This comes in this form. It comes in Deoxit Gold, Deoxit Fetter. This stuff is, it is the, you know, this stuff is it is damn good to use if used correctly. It is, they say you got to use it correctly. They say metal on metal, this is good to use. Deoxit Gold would be good for like, you can put it on there, and of course, when I put this on the track, I wiped it on and then I wiped it off. So, this is not like No Ox ID where it's a grease. This is not a grease, but I put it on, I wipe it off, and it does its thing. Larry was showing this, taking probably this bottle, I assume, and mixing it with isopropyl alcohol. And so you get more out of it. This stuff is, I won't lie, it is expensive. This little bottle here is 30 or 35 bucks for this little bottle. Deoxit Gold is, on some things I've seen on Amazon, up to 65 bucks for a bottle like that. They have a little round bottle with a brush, and it runs, I think, around $19 to $25. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. So I'm using it now along with my Inox, not No Ox ID, Inox. I had trouble with that engine right there going across my double crossover. The reason why that little fart has problems is because of the short wheelbase. It don't have very much play in those trucks. That's a 6-axle truck. I wouldn't have minded it being a 4-axle truck, but there's 6-axle trucks on there, and it don't have very much play. Well, compared to the prototype. So you're going to get sometimes where, like, it was going across the turntable and it stopped. So I had to push it back a little bit, and I may have to clean the turntable with some deoxit because that turntable hasn't been cleaned. I'm trying to keep this cleaned. Like I say, on my points here, and we'll point out on each one of my points here, right here, where this slide rail hits the stock rail, I put a little bit of deoxit right down in here. And when I done that engine ran through there. And I'm not trying to jerk this back and forth, but it ran through the double crossover. Like I say, a lot of that is because there is not very much play in the on those trucks, on that locomotive. So we're going to get one more thing out here going here and show you guys. We're going to flip double track number 2. And let's see, double track number 2. And let's make sure that is on number 5. Number 5 is open. And we're going to back up Norfolk Southern and Kansas City Southern. Let's see, let's go to recall. And where I've got them, I've got the 2 engines connected or inconsist. And let's see if we can start the engines up. And hopefully, I think they're both running. Yep, I think they're both running. Let's back them up. Okay, let's back them up. These are both Skeltrain's engines. Earlier when I was running, they did not have no problem running together. I'm going to go down here and flip my double crossover down there. And now we're going to switch number 3, number 4. Like I say, sometimes when you're trying to do these videos, it makes it look like you're doing it on the hip, but it's not really. It's just sometimes you have problems and you just kind of have to do the best you can. Let's see if we're hooked up here. Hopefully we're hooked up. Yep, we're hooked up. Okay. Okay. Now the engines, if you look at them here, they were kind of, I think they were kind of had, they pulled the slack out of the coupler when I try to keep them to where you guys can see them. They was, definitely pulling the slack out of each other's coupler when I was running them by themselves. But with that weight behind Norfolk Southern 3666, you can see that there's a little play here to work with. They're not yanking on each other. They're not fighting each other. Trying to do this as steady as I can. Let you guys see this. And let you guys see this going. Seeing the cars coming through the double crossover here. I tell you, that double crossover, it's both of these double crossovers are worth everything that I've paid for them. and you can see the cars coming out of the double crossover onto the main line, just as smooth as butter. I mean, these double crossovers are, I tell you, they're worth their money. I don't mind paying $60 for them at all. I hope you guys like the videos that I've done here. Like I say, I know sometimes you have issues. Sometimes the engines, they kind of poop on you a little bit, and they have their own what they're gonna do, and sometimes you just gotta keep the tracks cleaned up as much as you can, and I'll let you guys see the again. So they're not really fighting each other. They're really doing each other. We're really working with each other pretty good. So, guys, I hope you like these videos, and please give me a thumbs up, ring the bell, drop a comment if you'd like, and again, we thank you for watching, and we'll end it here, and y'all take care.